Welcome back to Auto Rush Pro, where today we're diving into one of the most iconic names ever to roll out of Detroit, reborn for a new generation. The 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429 is more than a muscle car revival. It's a modern interpretation of raw, American horsepower blended with advanced engineering, digital performance intelligence, and a presence that instantly demands respect the moment it hits the road, from its aggressive exterior to its driver-focused cabin and its thunderous performance figures. This is a machine built for people who don't just love cars, they live for them. The first thing that captures your attention when you see the 2026 Boss 429 in person is the stance. It sits lower, wider, sharper, and far more intimidating than any recent Mustang. Ford didn't just recreate the Boss. They engineered it with the boldness of the original while taking full advantage of today's aerodynamic technology. The front fascia is dominated by a massive grille that feeds cool air directly into the high-output V8, while the redesigned LED headlights are slimmer, more piercing, and shaped to look like they're ready to cut through the wind at 200 miles per hour. Even the hood has a sculpted heat extractor system modeled after the 1969 Boss, but with active cooling flaps that adjust automatically, based on engine temperature and throttle demand. Moving along the sides, the widened fenders carry real purpose. They house the new 20-inch forged aluminum, wheels wrapped in performance-optimized Michelin Pilot Sport tires, giving the car insane levels of grip whether you're launching from a stoplight or carving up winding mountain roads. The shoulder lines flow deeper than the regular Mustang GT, and the signature Boss 429 badging is laser-etched into the panel work instead of being just a sticker or plate, making it feel like part of the body's DNA. Towards the rear, the quad exhaust system sits inside a revised diffuser with wind-channeling fins borrowed straight from Ford's racing division. The taillights keep the trademark 3-bar pattern, but now feature a smoked black finish and animated sequences that activate under acceleration. Everything about the exterior screams precision-built dominance. Step inside and the 2026 Boss 429 surprises you in the best possible way. Yes, it's still a muscle car, but this interior feels like a futuristic performance cockpit wrapped inside a luxury Grand Tourer. The moment you open the door, you're greeted by carbon fiber door trims, premium leather, Alcantara inserts, and brushed aluminum accents. The seats are deep bolstered. Recaro buckets designed to hold you tightly during high-speed cornering. But they're also heated, ventilated, and electronically adjustable to make long drives comfortable. The stitching throughout the cabin is color-matched to the Boss 429 exterior paint, giving the entire cockpit a handcrafted custom feel. The digital experience is more advanced than ever in a Mustang. In front of the driver sits a customizable 13-inch digital cluster that changes its layout depending on your driving mode, normal, sport, track, and the new drag mode. To the right, the 15.5-inch infotainment display offers Ford's latest sync interface with improved responsiveness, deeper voice controls, and multi-tilt angles so you can adjust it for sunlight or personal preference. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, alongside a premium Bang and Olufsen audio system that transforms the cabin into a rolling concert hall when you're not listening to the roar of the V8. Even the steering wheel feels special with its flat-bottom design, magnesium paddle shifters, and a dedicated Boss performance toggle that unleashes the full dynamic settings of the car in seconds. Rear seating remains tight, as expected from a Mustang, but Ford has added improved cushioning and slightly increased leg space to make short rides more tolerable. Practicality hasn't been forgotten either. There's a surprising amount of trunk room for a performance coupe, making weekend trips or long highway drives easy to manage. Every inch of the interior has been crafted with a mix of power, modern comfort, and heritage design. Now the heart of this legend, performance. Under the hood lies the new 7.0-liter naturally aspirated V8, an engine created specifically to honor the original Boss 429 lineage. This beast produces around 670 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of torque, delivered with an old-school, spine-tingling exhaust note that no hybrid or electric system can replicate. Ford spent years developing this engine, so it could comply with modern emission standards, while still giving enthusiasts the raw mechanical experience they crave. In simple terms, the Boss 429 is a muscle car with a soul. The engine is paired to a highly refined 10-speed automatic transmission that's been recalibrated to deliver faster, sharper shifts, especially in track and drag mode. For purists, Ford is also offering a 6-speed manual option, giving drivers the opportunity to feel every movement, every rev and every ounce of torque sent to the rear wheels. Launch control, performance traction management, and a newly engineered magnetic performance suspension make the 2026 Boss 429 incredibly stable at high speeds. It's not just powerful, it's controllable, confident, and shockingly sophisticated. Acceleration is brutal. The Boss rockets from 0 to 60 in approximately 3.4 seconds and covers the quarter mile in the low 11-second range. Top speed exceeds 200 miles per hour, putting it in proper supercar territory. But what really differentiates this Boss from previous Mustangs is how it handles corners. The chassis stiffness has been increased, the electronic steering is sharper, and the adaptive suspension continuously measures road conditions to provide real-time adjustments. Whether you're cruising on the highway, pushing the limits on a back road, or testing its strength on a track day, the 2026 Boss 429 feels planted, predictable, and exhilarating. Ford has also invested heavily in safety and driver assist technology without compromising the car's raw personality. Features like adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, forward collision warning, and emergency braking come standard, creating the perfect balance between performance, excitement, and everyday usability. Buyers who want even more can opt for the Track Performance Pack, which adds bigger Brembo brakes, lightweight wheels, and a high downforce spoiler. As for pricing, Ford has positioned the 2026 Boss 429 as a premium performance flagship. The starting price lands around $96,000 for the base configuration, which includes the high-output V8, premium interior package, and full digital cockpit. Buyers who want the manual transmission, upgraded wheels, or the track performance pack can push the price past $110,000. While that's a serious investment, it's also a statement. You're not just buying a car, you're buying a piece of American history re-engineered for the future, with performance numbers that rival European sports cars costing twice as much. When you stand back and look at everything the 2026 Boss 429 represents, it becomes clear why this car has generated so much excitement across the USA, UK, Canada, Germany, and beyond. It blends heritage with innovation, muscle with refinement, and power with precision. It's the kind of vehicle that turns strangers' heads at stoplights and fills your chest with adrenaline every time you hit the start button. It's loud, unapologetic, incredibly advanced, and beautifully designed. For anyone who grew up dreaming of classic muscle cars, or for those who simply crave a modern performance machine that feels alive, the Boss 429 is the perfect blend of past and present. This is a car built for drivers who want more than transportation. They want emotion. They want history. They want unfiltered power wrapped in cutting-edge technology. And in that sense, the 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429 doesn't just deliver, it dominates. If you enjoyed this deep dive review and want more high-quality car content from around the world, make sure you subscribe to Auto Rush Pro, turn on notifications, and stay tuned for more exciting reviews coming your way.